doing this model today, and as usual, this here is going to be a voiceover, and if you hear any noises, sorry, I was doing the recording for this during the 4th of July, so enjoy. Hello crew! Welcome back to the channel, and as usual, let's get right into the story. Right now we're going to be doing FGO, and thank God it's just a story mode for right now. So last time you remember, we had to leave the village because we fricked up. Now we're in a cave trying to ride out the storm. Anyway. Oh dear, these bananas are really good, but I'm glad we found a good campsite, but I don't know, I probably would say the top one. Let me just make sure I have these yugas straight, Asha. In this world, the first yuga lasts for 4 days, the second lasts for 3 days, and the third lasts for 2. And the final one, Kali Yuga, comes on the final day. Do I have that right?
Oh, but they do say each yuga used to be way longer a long time ago. Once upon a time, I heard there used to be things called years and months during each yuga, though I don't know what they are. Maybe that's why my father always says it's a lot harder to keep track of things like anniversaries now. I wonder if he remembers that my 4,000th day of being alive is coming up soon.
Then when Kali Yuga is over, you said a god will then pass judgment, killing everyone and bringing them back to life, right?
And aren't you a god? I guess it's certainly not possible, especially given we saw in Scandinavia. Still. So this judgment is just a normal part of life here? As long as you pray, everything stays the same. Just like how the sun rises when it's morning.
It would seem our shared perception of normality are fundamentally misaligned. This could be quite difficult. After all, it only makes sense that someone who perceives such abnormalities to be entirely mundane will find them unremarkable.
We'll just have to take each difference one at a time.
Let's start with something simple. In this case, I think it's got to be defining exactly what a yuga is. Yugas might be a pretty well-known concept, but it's still important to make sure we're all on the same page.
Plus, talking about it might help us figure out what the difference are between our concept and Asha's concept. So, first off, does everyone here know what yugas are in our world? I don't, so I was hoping you could fill me in. I do, but I like to go over them anyway. I don't, so can you please fill me in? Oh crap. Yugas are a Hindu concept that say the world is always cycling between 4 distinct periods. In order, those periods are called Karta or Satya Yuga, Treta Yuga, oh my god, Dvapara Yuga, and Kali Yuga. When the Kali Yuga draws near, law, order, and morality cease to exist, and the world starts to fill up with evil instead. Then, when the Kali Yuga ends, the world ends. The gods are set to destroy the world, remake it, and let a new Krita Yuga begin all over again. So basically the end of the world. Thank you, Captain. Not at all. I just overheard something that which I was familiar, so I thought I'd chime in. That's all I had to say. Captain, now I see. If your true name is what I think it is, then you have some ties to India. Would have some ties to India.
So you guys do know what yugas are. Well, that's a surprise.
I mean, only he does.
Oh, I get it. You were just teasing me, weren't you? You're so silly.
This truly is difficult. There are some concepts we share and some we don't. And both kinds are mixed together in the same word. At least it seems that we're mostly on the same page when it comes to our enemies. I also knew that devil called Kali appeared during the Kali Yuga to plunge the world into chaos.
Sure, but according to Asha there, today is only supposed to be the third one, Dvapara Yuga. Oh, the Kali is always around. There's just more of them depending on the Yuga. You almost never see one during the Krita Yuga, and there are so many during Kali Yuga, it's shocking. If a Kali kills you, you won't be able to receive the god's blessing anymore. That's why everyone prays so hard.
So it's not getting killed they're worried about. What comes after? Does she mean that in a religious sense? Probably. What are the reason for it? It sounds like there will be even more Kali attacking that town tomorrow. Sorry for the stutter. What would you have us do, Master? I mean, we can't let them... We can't just stand by and do nothing.
I agree. Paldea values human life above all else. Even if that notion flies in the face of how this lost belt works.
Exactly. Sometimes there are things you just have to do, regardless of whether people hate you or even cast stones at you for it. In my case, those things come so naturally to me that it's hardly even a choice. My body just ended up moving on its own. Death alert. I think that's what happened back when I let my aid to Grieva long ago. That man I felt saved earlier. His dying scream was not one of a man who had made peace with his fate. The system seems evil to me. I may longer be able to save that man's life, but I can at least make sure that tragedy never happens again.
Then we decided. We fight! This lost belt may not be familiar to us. Yet for some reason, this land of India feels familiar to me. Perhaps some of me originates here as well as China. I can't say why. But I will not hesitate to protect these innocent people. Now we know what is happening. Tomorrow I will work even harder than ever. Do not worry, Master. And Mash.
We have only just begun our investigation of this Lost Belt Tree of Emptiness, to say nothing of this God Skyboulder object. Given that those townspeople could help shed some light on these things, I would certainly hate to lose any of them. It would be dangerous to help them, but I won't stop you from doing so. The townspeople also call those white creatures sacred beasts and say they were the god's agents. But there weren't nearly enough of them to handle all the Kali, and that's before they went and tried to attack us too. We can't count on them. If we're going to be fighting even more Kali tomorrow, I would like to find another fighter or two to shore up our ranks while we have the chance. God dang. And given what happened earlier, I don't think we can expect the townspeople to help us out. What is it, Asha? Is something the matter?
No, nothing's wrong. Back in town, I actually peeked out the window and saw you guys fighting. Oh, I was still praying to the gods the whole time, so I think I should be totally fine. You were amazing. I've seen people go hunting before, and you guys didn't move anything like them.
It was like you weren't even human. Oh! Then I saw you talking to other people far away after I followed you and got surprised all over again. So, I was just wondering, are you guys maybe gods, but not the god?
Gods who aren't the god. That's an interesting way to put it.
Well, there's only one god, and you're obviously not him, right? That's all I meant. I hope I didn't say anything weird.
Only one god? But India's pantheons is known for being one of the largest in all mythology.
I guess I did say something weird. I'm sorry. Lately, they've been rumors going around of people who seem like gods but aren't the god. So I just thought,
as a matter of fact, Rama here is practically a god. Not Karnamorov. That is not true, Master. I am merely the son of Suri, god of the sun. I am certainly not god myself. You are half god, though.
I knew it! I never heard of any god by the name before, but that's still amazing. I'm shocked! If Asha thought we were the things she heard rumors about, that would, of course, mean people are talking about other beings like us. It sure does. And whoever it is, they're very likely to be a servant. I knew there had to be at least one in this lost belt. They say one of them came to the beach here not too long ago. I think they're staying on a mountain near here. Are they a friend of yours?
They came to your town?
Uh-huh, it was during the last Great Yuga, though I didn't get to meet them myself. But they only took a little look around town before they went to the mountain.
Are you sure they were not just a passing traveler?
I guess it could have been, but I heard they dressed really funny, and they even say they were a god.
Well, I got a feeling I know who it might be.
It could be a divine spirit. And if they were alone, they could also be a rogue servant. I'm sure they would be a powerful addition to our forces if we could convince them to help us.
Indeed. There is still a lot we don't know about this world, Yuga. But we can focus on him once we have dealt with this immediate threat. Now that we've eaten our fill of those delicious bananas, I say we try and look for this being next.
I'm sorry. I wish I could show you the way, but I need to get home before I get in trouble. That's okay. If you can just tell us where to look, I'm sure we can find this place ourselves. I'm actually more worried about you, Asha.
Right now the world is a little bit too dangerous.
I know your town isn't too far from here, but I still don't like the idea of making you walk home by yourself. I'll be fine. The colleague only just show up, and I can always count on Vihan to... Oh, right. I didn't bring him with me because he got injured. But it's okay. I can be home in no time as long as I run all the way there.
Master. Yeah, I know. Could you make sure she get home safely? I'm just saying. Very well. You have my word that no harm will come to her.
Okay then. See you later, Miss Scott.
Just Mrs. Fine. See ya.
Bye.
Karna?
I was so surprised when she came all the way after us just to say thanks. Especially given how the adults there reacted to us.
I mean, adults are one thing, kids are another.
She was so sweet and we learned a lot of useful things from her.
Like I said.
Definitely. That said, Mash, I'm sure you're already aware of this, but... Yes, I know. Once we destroy this lost belt, she and Ajay are going to disappear, just like the other people we met in the other ones.
From a purely pragmatic perspective, maintaining good relations with locals will facilitate our information gathering efforts. So, I suppose the only advice I can give is to not think about it too much.
Jeez, nice advice, sir.
Holmes is right. Let's just be ourselves and not worry about it for now. Okay, Master. I did as you instructed, Master. Asha walked straight back to town and is now safe and sound in her house. Thanks, Karna. I kept an eye out for Kali on the way there and back, but didn't see a single one. However, I can't say for certain whether that is because they had just attacked, as Asha said, or if it was merely a coincidence.
Unfortunately, there's still a great deal we do not know about these beings.
Well, it won't be long before we face them again, and that gives us all the more reason to bolster our forces.
Time to look for some more allies.
So let us be off to this mountain where the gods live.
I wonder what sort of god they are. It would certainly be nice if it turns out to be one we know, just to save time.
Not like they're gonna remember us.
Of course, I'm hoping that it be Sita. She's the avatar of Lakshmi, so she could easily have ended up being treated as a god in her own right.
Yeah, about that.
I hope you reunite with her as well, but there is no guarantee the servant will even be an Indian god. They are just as likely to turn out to be a god from the west or some other region altogether. The odds of our encountering a familiar face are really quite slim.
Just try not to get your hopes up too high. When will this man accept the fact that your curse is not going away anytime soon? Seriously, let this man have his wife! Good grief! Yeah, that was a lot of information to take in. And as usual, of course, it's the child that helps us out versus the adults. Because, yes, I understand the adults' point of view, but at the same time, you saw that thing attack us. What else were we supposed to do? Anyway, on to this next one.
A mountain where one encounters a god. Let's go.
Well, this looks important, and I am not looking forward to when it lands on that scary looking cloud thing. Can we go back?
This is the mountain Asha told us about.
Yeah, it looks like every other mountain in this game. So far, I'm not seeing the gods we're looking for. I don't detect a servant reading from here. What can you sense?
Karna.
I think I can sense something akin to a divine aura, but it's too faint to be certain. Well, I sense it too. At least we would seem to be in the right track. Let's keep looking around.
Hey! Is anyone here? Sita! It's me, Rama!
Is anybody here?
Gotta do it a little louder. Shoot.
Ugh, this is getting us nowhere. We should split up and cover more ground.
This is very true. I can fly using my windfire wheels. I will search from the skies above.
I seriously hate it when they do this with her daggum lines.
Be careful! Please don't go up too far, Neza. We don't know what else might be here. Do you think she'll be okay?
Don't worry, she's a veteran hero in her own right. I'm sure she'll be fine. She said it herself. She's somewhat similar to us in certain ways. I do agree that her tendency to rush headlong towards her goal with a single-minded earnestness has the potential to cause trouble, but I also doubt there are few who can keep with her sheer airborne maneuverability.
Besides, it seems we have our own things to worry about. Enemies.
Yeah, I figured it'd be a monster or two hanging around the mountains where the gods live. Think you guys could take these things out quickly so you can get back to looking for them, please?
I cannot believe I just stood there like a mofo trying to read that. Anyway, since my app wants to mess up, I'm gonna do this fight real quick and then I'll be right back. So, have you disposed of all the hostiles then?
Yes, it was no problem, but I don't think the Orthranx has ever been in better shape.
I nearly said it wrong.
It's so much more stable now than it was before we came to the Wandering Sea. Not only does it have properly outfitted equipment now, but having both Da Vinci and Sion fine-tune it is like... This one proverb I heard a while ago, give an orc you have a weapon?
What the heck? Something's not right.
I knew it! I thought it sounded strange as soon as the words left my mouth. You're totally the one who taught me that expression, but I think something might have gotten lost in translation.
I'm sorry, I'm not familiar with Japanese saying either. I was speaking about our enemies. They're indeed all gone, but there's still something else here. Something whose intentions I cannot discern. Huh? There. Oh, shoot! Show yourself! The dust cleared the show. A human with a subtly beautiful body. What? A body with perfect symmetry, as if it were the optimum of genderless beauty. Oh my god. It's my boy! Their lips curved in an indomitable and amicable smile. Even as the corner spears sailed past them, grazing their side and obliterating a broker with sufficient force to impale 100 frail-bodied humans. They were smiling. I swear him and Vera will get along. They were smiling with the same casual ease as a person enjoying a gentle breeze in an outdoor cafe. Their face betraying not so much as a hint of fear or panic. It was though they had not a care in the world, even after being millimeters from death. That Vegeta! My. Since when is a servant supposed to go tossing spears at fragile little humans? Were you a normal human, I would indeed be deeply ashamed, but I sense such an attack would not nearly be enough to end you. Now that I have seen you for myself, I am even more certain in that after... Well, doesn't that just smack up a bit of an ex post facto covering your what? Dirty air honey? I thought I hit him myself pretty well. So imagine my surprise when that spear went whizzing past me. Oh well, that's what I get for not being more careful about investigating strange noises. No. Yep. Peppuccino? The weirdest name motherfucker in this show. Hey, long time no see, Passion. Oh my, you're so much more expressive now than you were the last time I saw you. Well, I think that's just Paige. Oh, hell no. But yeah, in case you don't know, I do kind of have a favorite. Well, two favorites. Pepe has to be the most chillest of them all on here. I don't understand why. Even though it's clear that he is one of the strongest in the Dagon group, he's just the most chillest that I know so far. I don't know. I don't feel like he's an enemy type, especially the fact he's in the T. I'm just coping right now, okay? Please don't tell me we have to kill this one. I actually like him. He's a tea guy, and I want to have tea with him. The moment I saw that something soaring across the sky, I was overcome with emotion. Loathing as foul and putrid as excrement, raised so hot it can blind me, and above all, something I couldn't ignore no matter how hard I tried. Which is why I had to destroy it, no matter what. What? Who are? I swear Neza be taking L's. Scandinavia Peppertino, you're one of the cryptics. Crypters. Positively, and you must be Kade's new director. As for you, why, you must be Mashi's master, Alira. Yeah, and don't wear it out. I'll go with the top one. I'm not a quiet person. Oh my, how forthcoming of you. I like that.
If you're here, Peppertino, then
Yeah.
you must be the crypter in charge of this hospital, aren't you?
Yes, I suppose I am.
So you're here to stop us from cutting down the tree eventually?
So you're the one trying to grow this lost belt?
Dr. Often.
Wait, why he hesitated?
Oh, right. Almost in my mind.
Before we do that whole song and dance, there's something I really should warn you about. What? What do you need to warn us about? Oh, and what is that? Don't get me wrong, I'm perfectly happy to sit here and chat with you all, but maybe you should be a little more concerned about your absent friend right now. Oh, frick.
What are you talking about?
What is... Look out! Something plummeting right towards you.
They're servants. One of them is Neza, but her vital signs are dropping like a rock. And the other one is what in the world?
This is wrong there.
Neza, but her body is deteriorating. I failed. I was careless, Master. I'm sorry. This is beyond terrible. It would be one thing if I had only lost, but this... Master, I'm so sorry. I wish I could have helped you more.
Oh, heck no. We gotta get revenge. Keep your guard up, Master. We can mourn for her later. Those dust clouds are clearing away, and whoever killed Neza is about to step out.
Neza?
I'm afraid not. Yes, that is Neza, but she is not the one we know. I'll be direct. The Neza you know is gone. Her spirit origin is completely vanished. The Neza before you is not the one summoned at the Wandering Sea, nor the one who was once present at Chaldea. I suspect that servant there is a different side of Neza, and an enemy who serves this lost belt.
What the frick? Report. Individual exercise complete. Hereby returning to my duty as a divine general. Eliminating foreign elements. Commencing operation.
I have a report to make. The tall man is gone. I didn't see him leave.
Oh, great.
That's concerning too. But we don't have time to go looking for him now. I don't know if this Neza is his servant or not, but her intentions could be more hostile. We'll have to focus on dealing with her first.
On it.
Here she comes, Master Mash. I know how you feel right now, but you need to get your heads in the game.
Right. Disengaging Ordnance Limiter. Preparing for full power anti-servant battle. Yeah, I'm gonna have to skip this flight as well, because if you haven't noticed, the lagging is getting worse. BRB. She's too strong. Battle is proceeding smoothly. Victory is at hand.
You might be a little more talkative than our Nessa, but you don't understand your situation at all.
Denied. There is nothing wrong with my analytical capabilities.
Oh great, what's he up to?
Higher priority recall. Disengaging from battle.
Okay, you're just running away? You know what, that's a good thing. Damn, she got away. Was she acting on her master's orders? Pray to God she was. I can't tell, but the Neza was a formidable fighter indeed. I sense that she is optimized for this land. If we had kept at it, one of us would have to end up resorting to releasing the full power of their Nova Phantasm. Oh, sheesh. Perhaps we should be grateful that this mountain where the gods we are looking for reside still stay intact.
Woo!
Oh boy.
Mash. I know what's going on. It's a lot like the tides. No matter how much you plead or how much you pray, there are some things you can't stop. And you just have to accept them. I got to know Ness pretty decently myself after I met her in the Wonder Sea. It's true that I was interested in how her mechanical body was made with sage arts, but I also felt like we were similar somehow. So I know that Nessa was a great warrior and upstanding servant. I'm sure she was prepared for this, much more than she needs to be. She should never want you guys to be so sad about her that you stop moving forward. Yes, you're right. Let me just ask you one thing. Did she die in vain?
Heck no. Not at all. The enemy's sheer mobility was like few things I have ever seen. If Neza had come in contact with them first, they might have taken us by surprise and critically injured all of us.
If that's what you think, hero of benefaction, then it must be true. Then when we get back, and I make my report to Shion, I'll tell her Nessa fulfilled her duties diligently. I'm sorry. I'm okay now. Let's get back to work.
Agreed. Now is not time for you to worry about this other Neza. We'll handle that analysis on our end. Although one thing I did notice in your battle just now was that she did not appear to be subject to this world's astringent effect as you are. So we may be able to learn more about that effect by focusing our efforts there. This world is stringent effect. That's a good way to put it. It does feel like we aren't truly in this world, even though we clearly are.
Anyway, we won't have answers for you anytime soon, so I'd like you guys to keep going with your god search for now.
Then we'll do just that. Come now, cheer up. King's orders. Moping around won't get us anywhere. I kept stuttering like no tomorrow. Sometimes you have to say goodbye before you're ready, and others, you get to meet someone you never expect to. That's life. Now come on, Master.
We have a new god to meet. I just hope they're friendly. Okay, let's go find them, or... yeah. Here we go. I'm not really in the mood to be excited. Oh! Yes, Master. I promise to give this surge all my full effort. I really do feel bad for Mash in this situation. But at the same time, a job is a job, so... this is basically where I shall stop. I know this video is very short, but as you can see, my voice is not up to it today. So, until next time, peace, yo.